can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
There's a lot of you don't know about the fantasy headliners. Nation. Headliner Nation. Fantasy headliners for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yeah. Analytics off the chain, all the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
Yo! It's a slow Sunday. It's a slow Sunday. We're going to hang out for a little bit. Because I don't know if y'all are playing in Week 18 championships or not. And if you are, my condolences. Because I hate Week 18 championships. They're the worst. Now, some of you might be playing in Week 18 championships because of the tragic incident with Damar Hamlin. If that's the case, that is not your fault, obviously. And we'll make the best of the situation possible. But other than that, we just got to get ready to go. We just got to get ready to go. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there today. OEG official. Listen, I know you were already a member at one point in time. So I'm going to welcome you back to the exclusive Headliner Nation family. Rory's here. Isaac's here. Ben gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. What up, Ben? Hopefully you're doing well today. Jose was the recipient of that. Darth Desmond. Ben, didn't expect to stream today, so stoked out we're here this morning. I figured I'd go live. We'll talk with the nation, figure out what everybody needs, and then we'll kind of go from there. OEG, why does it say you're a new member? I was going to say, I thought you were... So you're becoming a member for the 18th month, but it said that you were a new member to start the stream today, which is weird. What up, Jason? OEG official becoming a member for the 18th month. What up? Much appreciation for the Headliners crew. I finished third in 2 of my leagues. My best season yet. Keep that fire coming, OEG. Good season. Let's bring home some ships next year, though. Been unrelated to fantasy, but trying to get into Warzone. Do you do DMZ or Battle Royale? I do a little bit of both. If you want to get into the game and you've never played before, do DMZ to start. Start with some DMZ. That will help you kind of get used to the mechanics and things like that. And then get into Warzone later on. The Giants are not starting Daniel Jones at quarterback today. They're going to be starting Davis Webb instead. Can you feel Detroit primetime? They winning by 30. Ricky, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close game. High on Life yet? I have not. I'm not aware of what that is. So Daniel Jones not starting today for the Giants. I'd have to anticipate that they're not going to be playing a whole lot of their starters today. Elijah Mitchell was activated and will play. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. The 49ers, if they get up to a bigger lead, if they try to use a little bit more Elijah Mitchell. OEG, YouTube is acting weird. YouTube is always acting weird, I feel like. Anthony, what up, headliners? I finished 3rd last week. Since I pay for it, I'm still tuning in. Anthony, love it. Thanks so much for being a member and staying a member over the course of the offseason. We got a lot of membership stuff coming up over the offseason. I'm excited about it. I feel reinvigorated at this point. Thoughts on Nick Chubb next year? We've got him as kind of a low-end RB1 right now. The hope is that Deshaun Watson gets back to what he was while he was in Houston, but they don't like force this into a pass-first offense, that they do still utilize the run game. So we're going to go low-end RB1 as of right now. John, just want to say thank you for everything. I won this year's championship. Thanks again for your guidance, good people. Love you guys. John, love you as well. Congratulations on your win. Anthony, real quick, Murray or Dillon today? Need some big points. Down by 20 full PPR. Thank you. I mean, if I had to go big, I would probably go Dillon. If I had to go big, I would probably go Dillon up against Detroit. Dynasty stuff and keeper stuff will be coming up in the offseason. Lit Nicholas asked me about it last night, and I told him that more than likely we'll ramp up the keeper dynasty stuff after the playoffs, because we're still going to be doing some playoff stuff. I am going to be going on vacation the last week in January. Need to get away and relax for a little bit. Jake is going to be going on vacation the week after me, I believe. Yes, I think the week after me he's gone on vacation. So Jake and I are both going on vacation here at the beginning of the year. We're still going to be doing some playoff stuff as well. And then we'll also start ramping up like draft stuff and things like that. So dynasty stuff, keeper stuff will be coming. More than likely you'll start to see a little bit more of that after the playoffs and after the Super Bowl are all done. Briz, morning swag. Have a good weekend, brother. You as well. Thanks so much. Monty, great season, guys. Won my championship. Congrats, Monty. Bukowski, no rest for you. Buck, why don't you bring your lap over here and I'll rest myself right on top of it. Oh, that was weird, Buck. Need an Andrews replacement. Knox, Hurst, or Higbee, Sean. I have got Higbee the highest out of that group. Ryan Davis, if Eckler ends up not playing this afternoon, should I think Dotson, Debo, or Jonathan Williams? If you want the highest upside, I'm probably going to go with Jahan Dotson there. Debo is a little bit of a worry for me because, yes, he'll be back this week, but I feel like they're going to just kind of work him back in, especially if they get any type of a decent lead. I just can't see them. I can't see them potentially running into a problem where he re-aggravates an injury the week before the playoffs start. I just take it easy with him. Don't run him back out there for a full workload. So for me, I think Dotson's going to have your highest upside. Jonathan Williams might be a little bit safer, but starting a fantasy playoff league. Any thoughts on pick strategy? Well, anytime you do pick strategy, it's all about It's all about what players you think will last the longest. So, you know, if it's one of those leagues where you can only pick somebody new every week, then obviously you're going to want to pick the guys that you think are going to be knocked out sooner and save the guys that you think will be there later on. If you're drafting players, then it's all about drafting guys you think will go the furthest. Debo, Gabe Davis, or Jeff Wilson. Gabe Davis is probably your safest bet. Gabe Davis is going to have your highest upside. Jason, Headliner Breaks Facebook getting more razzes, or is joining the Discord the better option? Jason, I would 100% recommend joining Discord. You already are a member, Jason, so you can get, I mean, you already have access to Discord. Anything that I do gets posted in Discord first. So any Raz that I do, any break that I do, anything like that. We do have another Raz coming up soon. I'm going to be razzing this PSA 9 optic rated rookie of Tua. So I'm going to be doing this one here pretty soon. But you're going to want to... The light is kind of harsh on it. But you're gonna want to be in Discord 100%, because I post everything in Discord first, and then if it fills up in Discord, it fills up. If not, then I try to post it on Facebook after that. Is Burrow playing today? I would assume so, because if the Ravens beat the Bengals, that could cause some issues in the playoffs. Carla, pick 2 wide receivers in a PPR league. Jacoby Myers, Marquise Brown, Michael Pittman, Pickens, Dotson, Shaheed, Debo. Need upside, down 30 points. Thanks, Kyle. If we're doing upside, I'm probably going to go with Brown and Myers here. Join the Discord. The collectibles chat is legit, I believe. I believe so. What up, Nick? Ricky, I would say this about Chubb. If Kareem Hunt is traded, I would love it. Kareem Hunt's a free agent, actually. Kareem Hunt will likely be done in Cleveland. He's a free agent. What up, Case Scott? Good morning, sir. Kyle of Headliner Nation. I finished 3rd. So me and the 4th place winner combined the pot and split. Was shocked when ESPN removed the points, but I was winning anyway. Hey, I think that's awesome to do, Kay. I think that's awesome to do. Congratulations to you for making it that far, and congratulations on making such a great decision. Let's double check our playoff updates here. For the AFC, the Chiefs have officially locked up the number 1 seed. The Bills are the 2 seed with a clinched division. Cincinnati's clinched their division. The Jags have clinched their division. So the Jags are going to be 4th no matter what. The Chiefs are going to be 1st no matter what. If the Bills were to lose today and the Bengals were to win, they would both be 12-4. I don't know if Cincinnati would be number 2 or number 3 at that point. So Cincinnati could still potentially help that. But also on top of that, if the Ravens were to win... it could also cause some issues in terms of if the Bengals and the Ravens were to meet in the playoffs. There would be like a coin flip, I believe, if I'm remembering that correctly. So I know the Bengals are going to want to get a win today. Really, the only playoff spot still up for grabs is going to be the 7 seed. If the Patriots win against the Bills, they are in. If the Patriots lose and Miami wins, Miami's in. If the Patriots lose and the Steelers win, then the Steelers are in. And I think Miami would also have to lose at that point as well. So one playoff spot still up for grabs in the AFC. It's going to be the 7 seed. And it could be the Pats, the Dolphins, or the Steelers. And also the Bengals are going to need to beat the Ravens. On the NFC side, the 49ers, the Vikings, and the Bucks have all clinched their divisions. The Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Giants have all clinched a playoff spot. But the big thing here is going to be who's going to be the 1 seed in the West, or who's going to be the 1 seed in the NFC. Because if the Eagles lose to the Giants and the Cowboys win against the Commanders, the Cowboys get the 1 seed, the Eagles drop to the 5 seed. Yikes. 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 Jalen Hurts is expected to play today, though. And the Eagles are going to get the Giants, who are not starting Daniel Jones, and will likely... Yeah, the Niners would have to lose as well. I'm sorry. Yes, you are correct. The Niners would have to lose as well. I started talking, and then I stopped. That's my bad. So the Eagles would drop to the 5 seed. If they lose and the 49ers win, the 49ers would bump up, and the Cowboys would be below the Eagles if they were to lose as well. If not, then I think it would be the 49ers, and then the Cowboys would be 2, the Eagles would be 5, New York would be 6. If the Cowboys were to win as well. The big one is going to be later tonight. So if Seattle beats the Rams, then Seattle is in at that point, and then the Packers would need to lose for Seattle to make it into the playoffs. If the Packers win tonight, they're in no matter what. If Seattle wins, they need the Packers to lose. If Seattle loses, then they're out. And then it would be whoever wins between the Lions and the Packers. So there's still plenty going on this weekend. Crazy. Justin Jefferson is going to play today. The Vikings can't do much in terms of their division standings unless like everyone were to lose. So they could bump up to the 2 seed if people were to lose today. But for me, my concern about Justin Jefferson is not putting up the points. It's how long does he put up the points for? Because I definitely think that we could see, if Minnesota goes up big on the Bears, who are starting Nathan Peterson, they start pulling their starters. So maybe Justin Jefferson only plays a half. Justin Jefferson may only play 1 half today. Now, that may be all he needs to give you good fantasy production, but also he's like 192 yards away from the all-time receiving record, or single-season receiving record. So I'm sure they're going to try and force feed him. DJ Moore being a playoff hero out there. He's showing up to end the season. I love it. Ralph, first championship. Congratulations, Ralph. Adventurous Taco, Hockenson or Juwan Johnson in the final week of the championship. Worried about Hockenson's playing time. I mean, I probably still go Hockenson. He's going to be the safest bet. Okay, Scott, can't wait till next year. I can't wait till the offseason. Don't go anywhere. Stick around and watch all the offseason content. Yeah, Funko Pop, I'm going Jefferson for sure. Brock, Goff, or Herbert to save my season? Brock Purdy is going to be your safest bet because he's the one guy. Goff and Brock Purdy are going to play all game. Goff obviously is a little bit more volatile on the road than what Purdy is. So for me, Jared Goff has a little bit more upside than Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy's going to be safer. Kyle, also you guys are doing a great job. Just found out Kirk Cousins will not play a full game now. Forced to play Aaron Rodgers, good or bad? I mean, against Detroit, I would rather play Aaron Rodgers anyway. And Kirk Cousins will not play a full game. Not surprised. It was just what we were talking about too. Tacos or wings today? I'm feeling like today's a taco day. Thoughts or hot takes on stashes for dynasty leagues? Potentially. Let me hear. We want to talk dynasty for a second? Let's talk dynasty for a second. Let's talk dynasty for just a second. I'm not going to go too in depth because we're going to be doing a lot of this stuff over the off season. But I'll give you a few like maybe stashes that are on my radar. A few stashes I'm taking a look at. Rashid Shaheed is the guy that I'm looking at as being kind of that deep play guy, especially with Michael Thomas continuing to be beat up. I think Calvin Ridley is interesting. If somebody out there owns Calvin Ridley, you might be able to still get him pretty cheap. He probably won't produce for you right away. I think stashing Alec Pierce would be good. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I think, continues to be highly underrated. I think he is a guy that you could grab pretty cheap. I mean, those are just a few without giving away too much. And then like some running backs. Running backs it's always hard to stash running backs because I mean, you all know why. I mean, I think Tyler Algier is a guy that I definitely would like to hold on to. The problem with running backs right now is that so much is going to change over the offseason. So much is going to change over the offseason. There are so many good free agent running backs. Geno over Brock. If you want more upside, it's probably Geno. Wings today, tacos tomorrow night for the national championship. I like it. Tacos it is. Hey, Kyle, who has the long shot of getting... I think you cut... Did you cut your sentence off? Long shot of getting what? Lit Nick! Becoming a member for the 14th month. I love you, Team Toxic. Stoked for the offseason content. Headliner Nation. See-ins in the offseason. Let's continue to help build an incredible community all year rounds and definitely feeling them tacos today. Lit Nick, what up? Nick! Team Toxic, for those of you that don't know, that's the official Headliner gaming team. Team Toxic. Nick is tired. I'm not that tired. I'm okay. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right. Nick becoming a member for the 5th month. Love you guys. Got me to the playoffs in 6 to 7 leagues. Let's go Niners. Nick! Appreciate you becoming a member for the 5th month, but you've been around so much longer than that. I know that for sure. Niners 2 seed probably. I think the Eagles get the win today. Will the podcast come back? It's hard for me to answer that, Alex, because we've had some discussions about it. And yes, it is something that we would like to bring back, but we are going to bring it back differently. It's not going to be what it was before. Jake and I always had a different vision for the podcast than what it was. And we're going to take this time to do a little bit of research and then potentially implement the vision that we have for it. So, is it coming back? Possibly. Possibly. Just might be a little bit different. I can't let you in on all of our secrets. Yeah, I mean, if Detroit gets into the playoffs, they're basically going to be done in week 1. Oh, Jesus, Nick, you were up till like, what, 5 in the morning then? Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to get the win today. I do. Aaron Rodgers or Jared Goff? I mean, Aaron Rodgers is probably going to be your safest bet if I had to pick one. Would you play Jacoby Myers over Mike Williams? If you need to be safe, then yes, I would. Yes, I would. But honestly, I don't think it matters too much because I do think the Seahawks win, so then Detroit's out of it. And then I wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay ends up beating Detroit tonight on the road. If it was at home like it was earlier in the year, then I would say probably Detroit gets the win. But yeah. Would I pay $250 to build a lightsaber at Disneyland? So when we went to Disneyland last, we went last year. Yeah, we went like January last year. We didn't do the lightsabers. We did the droids. So the build your own droid. So we did that instead. The kids really enjoyed that. Rory, I can't wait to be here for an off season. I started watching you guys like 3 weeks before the season started. Go Lions, go Headliners, Rory. Oh man, you're gonna enjoy the off season, man. So much fun in the off season. Lamar Jackson, Jets or Giants next year? The Ravens. Or we went to Disney World, not Disneyland. I'm sorry. We were in Disney World. Disney World. We were in Florida. My bad. Chris All-In, Drake London, Deebo Samuel, or Mike Evans? I'd probably go Mike Evans here. He's going to have your highest upside. Drake London's going to be your safest bet. Yeah, he's going to get franchised in Baltimore. He's not going anywhere. I mean, if they trade him, it's going to have to be to a team that can give them quite a bit of assets in return. Defense. What was your defensive question? Dominic, Miami, Vikings, or Seahawks? I got the Vikings the highest. I got the Vikings the highest. Hunt? I don't know. I mean, I could potentially see a reunion in Kansas City. I don't think teams are going to be like coming to shell out money for him. Dolphins, Bengals, Texans, or Colts? Dolphins, Bengals, Texans, or Colts? I've got the Dolphins the highest. I've got the Dolphins the highest out of that group. If the Broncos hire Peyton, do you elevate Sutton, Judy, and Wilson? To be honest, the Broncos were a huge factor in me not winning a chip. I don't know if I don't think they hire Sean Payton, to be honest with you. I don't. Oh, who has a long shot of getting into the playoffs? I mean, the longest shot is going to be the Lions because they need Seattle to lose and then they need to win. And then they need to win. I think the Broncos have a better chance of hiring Jim Harbaugh than they do of trading for Sean Payton. The problem is that Sean Payton appears to have Vic Fangio tabbed as his defensive coordinator, and that would mean trying to bring him back to Denver with him, and I just don't see that happening. So either he's not going to hire Vic Fangio as his defensive coordinator, or if he really truly is, if that's who he has tabbed, there's no way that they go back to the Broncos. It's just, I can't see that happening. Sean Payton to Dallas. Dallas would have to have an epic failure in the playoffs. I mean, they would have to have one of those wild card teams come in and absolutely just kill them for them to say, okay, Mike McCarthy's out of here. If they can make a little bit of a run in the playoffs, then I think that Mike McCarthy's job is saved again. Full PPR. Fournette, Algier, Madison, or Jonathan Williams. I think your safest bet is going to be Tyler Algier. Chris, you're welcome. Don't they always? Keontae Ingram. In terms of what? In terms of what? I'm trying to pick my words wisely here. Do I think he's going to have an impact? Okay, so long-term viability? James Conner's under contract for 2 years, right? He's still under contract for next year. He's under contract for the next 2 years. They signed him to a 3-year deal. He's still only 27, so he's not that old. I mean, it's going to be, if we're talking long-term, we're talking like a backup. Now, James Conner obviously has issues staying healthy, so if you wanted to like hold on to him in a dynasty league, obviously that would always be a good choice, but I don't know if I'm sold on him being a guy that is a fantasy asset outside of that. Kadarius Toney could stay healthy. Yeah, he's got to stay healthy. It also depends on what that Chiefs offense does. Do they bring back Juju because he was only on a 1-year deal? Modesto, welcome into the exclusive Headliner Nation family. Thanks for becoming a member today and supporting the channel, Modesto. Welcome in. Which teams will bench starters? All right, let's go through this. Where's the playoff picture? I probably should just leave this tab open on my computer. I believe the Bills, the Bengals are both going to play their starters. I believe the Chargers could rest at some point. Maybe not to begin the game, but at some point during the game. I believe the Ravens are going to play their starters. The Pats, the Dolphins, and the Steelers will all play their starters. The Eagles will play their starters. I could see the 49ers, maybe if they get up big on the Cardinals, start to rest some guys. Vikings, I think, start to rest some guys at some point. I think Tampa Bay starts to rest guys. The Giants, I've already said that they're resting guys because they're sitting Daniel Jones. The Cowboys, I think, end up playing things out. I think the Seahawks play their starters. The Lions and the Packers all play their starters. Anybody outside of that is playing their starters. Kenneth Gainwell, it depends on what happens with Miles Sanders. Modesto, new member. Kyle, playing in the championship game, need help starting 2 wide receivers. Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Waddle, or Christian Watson. Keenan Allen and Mike Evans have a decent chance of sitting. I probably go Waddle and Watson. I don't love it, but Keenan Allen and Mike Evans may not play full games. If the Bengals win, the Chargers sit, right? They might. I think they're going to start their starters, but I don't think they play the entire game. Ravens are reported to rest J.K. Dobbins. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Bengals, Chargers, Patriots, or Cowboys defense. Bengals, Chargers, Patriots, or Cowboys. Bengals, Chargers, Patriots, or Cowboys. I've got the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys highest. You're welcome, Modesto. Oh, let's stretch it out. It's been a long season, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long season. I tell you what. I am so glad this season's over with. Is Hurts worth playing? I mean, they have to win. So if you have Jalen Hurts and you don't have somebody that reaches his type of upside, I'm probably starting Jalen Hurts. What up, Kyle? Thanks for everything the Fantasy Headliners have done this season. Love the community. Can't wait for all the bangers to come in. M. St. G. Whoo! It's going to be a banging off season, baby. 100%. Carla, hit that like button and thank Kyle for a week 18 members chat. Appreciate it, Carla. Good vibes. Thank you, Headliner Nation, for helping me win my fantasy championship. The draft guide you guys put out before the season start is second to none. Like the live stream video. Love it. Appreciate it. Good vibes. Congrats on your championship win. Waddle or London? Waddle's going to have your highest upside. London is probably going to be safest. The Red Baron becoming a member for the 14th month. Thanks, Red Baron. Appreciate your support. Thanks, Kyle, Jake, and the Headliner Nation for all the great content and the community you are building, and 3 championships this week, and I will never do week 18 again. Oh, hey, good luck in your championships this week. Bring it home. King, amazing work for you all at the Nation. Appreciate you, King. Yeah, I would have Hurts pretty high up there. I would start him if I own him. I would start him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys realize this, but 17, 18 weeks of the same content over and over and over, it gets to you, man. It really does, because the creative flow and the things that allow us to kind of weave and bob and things like that, that disappears during the season, because during the season we're locked in, right? So we don't really get to be creative with our content, which is, you know, something that is fun. Being creative with content is fun, and it helps you reach new heights. So after 18 weeks of doing the same content every single day, it wears on you, man. It burns you out. Now, I'm not going to complain too much because I get to do something very fun for a living, and I'm very fortunate for what I get to do for a living now. So I don't want it to be like I'm complaining about it, but it definitely, I mean, it wears on you, just creative. The creative mentality disappears, and as a content creator, it's hard to deal with that. So it's good to be heading into the off season. It's going to allow us to get creative with that content again. It's going to allow us to do some other things again as well. And we're just excited for it. We're just excited to get into that offseason stuff. I'm excited to look at rookies. I'm excited to look at the draft. I'm excited for some of the content ideas that we're talking about doing. I mean, whew. I'm excited to get into a little bit better. I'm excited also to get into a healthier routine for myself. Because one thing I do in the mornings that I've been very fortunate for, is now that I do this full time, I take my son to school every single day, which he absolutely loves. So after I drop my son off at school, I'm going to start going to the Y first thing in the morning. I'm going to hit the bike for a little bit, come back and, you know, make myself, you know, a better breakfast instead of, you know, Monday mornings, I would have to get up, run my son to school, get back. And I'll let you into a little bit. Do we want to hear a life behind the content creator? I'll answer a couple of questions here that are sitting there. But do you guys want to hear a little bit about, you know, a little bit behind the scenes? What does life look like as a content creator? And I'll let you behind the scenes on what it looks like right now, and then where we're going with it. Last question, pick two, Cook, Algier, or Moss. Upside, Cook, and Algier. The membership is on auto pay. Yeah, it should be on auto pay. Once you sign up, you have to cancel it. Red Baron, we have had some discussions about what leagues will look like next year. Nothing has been decided as of yet. M. St. G, the grind is real, Kyle. You're good. It's not complaining. Appreciate it. Short Fat Dude, won my league last week. Appreciate all the hard work you guys have put into the offseason. Love it. Love it. Short Fat Dude, appreciate you. Thanks for being a member for the 4th month. I'm still starting Jefferson over Myers. I am still going to start Jefferson. They're going to get his yards at some point. I had to choose between headliner membership or a pizza 1 month. Peanut butter and jelly never tasted better. I love it. All right, so what my life looked like during the season. So Sundays, obviously, well, let's start on Mondays. Monday mornings, get up, take my son to school. That's basically every day. Get up, get my son ready, take him to school. Drop him off, and then it would be, I'd have to rush back here because on Mondays I'd have to get back here and then record the waiver wire video, double check all the news, make sure I didn't miss any injuries, make sure I didn't miss any guys that might be missing this coming week. If there's buys, double check those things as well. So every Monday morning I'd get back here, I'd have to rush back here, get myself around, double check all of my research, record, you know, do a little bit of editing myself. If I had any mix-ups, send it over to Taylor, and then Taylor would work on it. He'd get it back to me, then I'd get it he would get it uploaded, and then I would get in and I would take care of keywords and data and stuff like that, get it ready and release it. And then Jake and I would get together about noon or 1 p.m. After we would get together, we would record the what just happened. So we would look through, make sure we got the players correct or not. Jake would send me the list. Normally he would put that list together since I was working on the waiver wire. He would put together the list on players we would miss or wouldn't miss. I would have to double check mine. So I have to go back through all the fantasy points, make sure we didn't miss anybody, make sure there was no big calls that I missed that were not included or that I got right that needed to be included. So I'd go through and do that. Then him and I would get together and record, and we would do that. Then after we did that, I would have to jump online. I would have to start pulling statistics that were available at that point, because some statistics don't become available until Tuesday morning. Some become available Monday afternoon. So I'd have to go through, double check all of those statistics, see what's available, what's not available. There's some things that I would have to send to Jake for him to start working on, because he was the What Just Happened video. He would be working on making sure that was good. So I would pull some stats for him so they would be ready to go. So I would send those over. So then I would start pulling some of those statistics. Then about that time is when my daughter gets home from school. So then I would get up from what I'm doing, go in, check on her, help her with any homework that she might have, get her a snack around, do things like that. And then I would come back out, and then I would start to pull wide receiver statistics and see what wide receiver statistics were good. So then I would start to pull all of those, get those verified. Yes, these are updated. No, they're not updated. Looking through them. And then about that time, then my son would be home. So then I would go in, I would hang out with my son, make sure he's good to go, any homework he needs, double check with him on his stuff. And I mean, we're still on Monday right now. We're still on Monday right now. And then anything else that I needed to just tighten up for the day, things that I missed, maybe some calls that I needed to make, any personal, like, do I need to go grocery shopping real quick? Do I need to go grab things for the week? Stuff like that I would try to do after he got home. And then the rest of the night, for the most part, would be dedicated to family. In case there was anything coming out, I'd cook dinner, get dinner around for the family, get that on the table for everybody. We would eat. Monday Night Football would be getting ready to come on, so I would be keeping an eye on that. Getting the kids ready for bed, family night. Once they're in bed, come out here, throw Monday Night Football on, and then I'm into wide receiver research. So I'm up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, getting wide receiver stuff as much as possible done. And I've got to go through and I've got to sort columns and verify, okay, what tier do these guys fall into? I mean, the research that we do for start and sit videos, we're pulling data from websites, verifying that it is correct, and then we put them into spreadsheets, then we sort the spreadsheets. Okay, and then me personally, what I do is I go through and I color code everything. So the top 12 I color code, then the 24, and then 36 and 4. So all the way down I color code all the wide receivers, all the tight ends, so I know how many points they're supposed to be getting in our formula that we put in the start sit video. So I go through and I do all that in my spreadsheets and sort that out. So I get all of the not wide receiver stuff, tight ends, because tight end comes out on Tuesday. So I do all that Monday night. Tuesday morning, same thing, get my son to school, come back home, and now I'm going through and I'm verifying I did all the tight end stuff right. And then I have to go into the slides and drop all the information into the slides, player by player. And then I have to, again, verify that the information is right. Fantasy points against, which is part of what we use to determine our start and sit scores. Those do not become available until Tuesday morning because they wait for Monday Night Football to process. So even though I've done all my tight end stuff, I've got to wait for that information. Okay, that came. Now I've got to drop that into spreadsheets. So I got to get all of that done Tuesday morning as quick as possible, and then I got to record. And recording takes sometimes an hour, hour and a half just to record the video. And then I need to go in and I need to edit out any breaks that I had in it or any mess ups that I had. Then I've got to export it. I got to send it over to Taylor. I got to turn around and do all the same thing with wide receivers. With wide receivers. By that time, again, kids are coming home. Wednesday morning, it's kind of the same thing. Wednesday morning, I'm throwing myself right back into it. I got to get back here. I got to make sure the wide receiver stuff is good to go. Record first thing on Wednesday morning. Get that over to Taylor as quickly as possible. Now, start and sit videos are out on Wednesday. Good. All right. That's done. Now I need to start pulling ranking information. So I got to go back in and double check. Are there any injuries that have popped up? Are there any players that I've missed in terms of the rankings? And I need to verify with my start and sit video. Okay, who did I have where? And did I a lot of times I'll go back and I'll rewatch my start and sit video because I'm moving so quickly sometimes that the information I have in my head, I lose it because I'm just I'm done with one thing, on to the next, done with one thing, on to the next. So a lot of the information I might lose. So I go back and rewatch my wide receivers. I rewatch my tight ends, and I'm like, okay, what notes did I have on these guys? I talked about this guy having a really good matchup. Okay, I got to remember that I've got to have him a little bit higher in the rankings. So, doing rankings things on Wednesday, making sure rankings are ready to go. Normally, I record my rankings on Thursday morning. So I record my rankings on Thursday morning, get those over to Taylor. He works on those again. I have to also start getting the members-only rankings ready. Barrett, welcome into the exclusive Headliner Nation family. Barrett, thanks for becoming a member today. So, Thursday's moving quickly. I got to get members-only rankings out, so I'm working on those, making sure those are good. Defenses and kickers I spend a little bit of time on. I'm going through and double-checking, what does the weather look like for kickers? What does the weather look like for defensive special teams? At that point, I'm starting to take more consideration on the weather because we're later in the week. Going through all that information. And then Friday's coming. Friday is kind of my day, so I use Friday as my day to really do personal things that I may or may not need to do. So do I have any phone calls I need to make, any appointments I schedule on Fridays? I try to do shopping on Fridays because I do the shopping. So I'm doing all that stuff on Fridays, trying to take care of personal things. And then obviously, Saturdays we have the live show, Saturday nights. Sunday mornings I'm here. So it's just it. And then, Sunday mornings I do the live show Sunday mornings. And then my son and I will sit down and we'll watch a little bit of football together. We might have family plans that we're doing that day. I don't sit down and I don't watch football all day on Sundays. If the Lions game on, my son and I will typically watch the Lions game. If there's a good matchup on, I might have it on in the background, but on Sundays I might be doing some cleaning, I might be doing other things, and I'm trying to listen to the games. Sunday nights I try to start rewatching a few things. That's also another thing too, watching film. I try to have some film up, watching it as I'm doing my research, re-listening to the games throughout the week, because I can't catch everything on Sundays. And then Sunday night, after the 4:00 games on Sunday and before Sunday Night Football, that's when I'm starting to put together my list of waiver wire guys. So I'm hey, all right, fam, sorry, I got to go out to the studio for a little bit. I got to start doing waiver wire research, so I got to leave them to themselves for a while. I come out here and I start working. So it's constant. So the off season is going to be a lot better for me to get into a personal, just a personal schedule and just take care of myself a little bit more. So my plan is after I drop my son off at school, his school is literally just right down the street from our Y. So I'm going to head to the Y and I'm going to get a 45-minute hour workout in. And I'm going to start off a little bit slow for right now and hit the bike for a little bit and, some light weights and things, really just try to get back into it. But I want to start going back to the gym every day. So do, 45 minutes or an hour workout and come home and get myself cleaned up and everything like that. And, make myself a breakfast smoothie. I'm going to be doing intermittent fasting again, which I've done before and I've really enjoyed it. So I'm going to do that again. So, make my smoothie around 1:00 in the afternoon and just, be able to say, okay, research wise, what are we doing today? I like this. I like that. Looking up, great offseason statistics, getting the dynamic running back rating updated, things like that. So I'm just excited for it, man. I'm excited for the offseason and what's to come. I just think from a mental and a physical standpoint, it's going to be really good for me. I think from a content standpoint, I think you guys are going to see some more energy. Maybe you haven't noticed it, but I've noticed over the last few weeks the energy is kind of dipped just a little bit in the videos, so I'm excited to get some of that energy back, but it's crazy, man. Mark becoming a member for the 16th month. Mark, appreciate you. Hey, Kyle, just saying appreciate all the great content over the season. Been a blast. I'll be here for the off-season content. Mark, appreciate it. Thanks so much. Yeah, my son is a Lions fan. He's a big Aiden Hutchinson fan because he also likes Michigan, so he was excited when Hutchinson was drafted by the Lions. So he's definitely a Lions fan for sure. Woo! Algier or Fournette? Algier is going to be your safest bet. If me trying to break down the life behind a content creator for you seemed crazy, it is. It is. And Gabriel Willis becoming a member for the 3rd straight month. Gabe, Super Bowl predictions. Love the channel. Been here since the channel that shall not be named days. Gabriel, we don't talk about them anymore. We don't say that name out loud. That's like saying Voldemort, except we're not scared of them. Super Bowl predictions. On the AFC, I think it's the Bills. I think the Bills come out of the AFC. I love the Bengals. I love the Chiefs. But I think the Bills get it done. And then on the NFC side, for me, the 49ers are the most complete team. Bills, 49ers, Super Bowl. Carla, crazy schedule, Kyle. Good thing you love what you do. I don't think that schedule would work otherwise. Exactly. It wouldn't. And that's why you guys can all tell that we love what we do here. Walker or Murray in a full PPR? I'm running Kenneth Walker out there. 100% going to run Kenneth Walker out there. Oh, man. Stretching. Getting some more gaming streams in as well. That's what I'm excited to do. I've really slacked on the gaming streams this season. K. Scott, I love it. As soon as I said it, I saw K. Scott's comment. Y'all should subscribe to Kyle's gaming channel. Him and Litnick just lamb-basting people. Hey, it's not just so me, Litnick, Trey, Mike, J Noise. Like the 5 of us are like, we're constantly running together. And I know there's some other members that want to start running with us, and 100% down for that. But yeah, I want to get some more gaming streams in. That's going to be fun. I really didn't do a whole lot of gaming this season. The break channel, the breaks that we do. Whew. Breaks are going to be a whole lot of fun this off season as well. Just so much more time for activities. Yeah, if anybody out there is listening right now and you don't know it, we do like breaks and trading card stuff. So if you're interested in that and you want to be a part of that this off season, make sure you hop into Discord. That's where I post all of it. Kyle, can I message to? Yeah, you can send me a message for sure, 100%. Hector, the Bucks probably have a higher chance of resting players before the Falcons do. And keeping Leonard Fournette healthy for the playoffs is probably going to be one of the top priorities for the Bucks. So I would take it that Fournette is probably going to leave the game before Algier would. And that's why I say Algier is a safer bet. Yeah, I'm going to be razzing this card here pretty soon. And then I also have a PSA 9 Jalen Hurts black and white variation that I'm going to razz, but I'm going to wait till he wins MVP. I'm going to wait till he wins MVP. I bought a different one. You're welcome, Hector. Isaiah, I have Burrow and Higgins, and my opponent has Chase, and I'm behind by 13. We're basing our Week 17 matchup off their matchup today, going for my second chip this season. What are my chances of winning? I mean, I would take Burrow and Higgins over just Chase. Being behind by... Do they outscore Chase by 13? I mean, there's a chance that Higgins and Chase could be pretty even. So at that point, you're just hoping that Burrow scores 13 points today. So I don't mind it at all. Isaiah! Becoming a new member today. Isaiah, welcome into the exclusive Headliner Nation family. Appreciate you becoming a member, helping to support the channel and everything we do here. Welcome in, Isaiah. My left leg just fell asleep. My left leg just fell asleep. Christian Watson is going to have much higher upside than Jonathan Williams. Christian Watson against that Detroit defense. Oh, man. Give me Christian Watson against Detroit. Isaiah, we appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Thank you. If there's anybody out there that has not joined Discord yet, I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. Being a part of our Discord community is an absolute game changer for all of you. If you get into Discord and you start connecting with other members of the community, with myself, with Jake, with Mac, with Taylor, with Ethan, that changes. When you're in Discord with us, it honestly feels like a family. We're all hanging out in there together, constantly talking about football, about life. Yesterday we were talking about jobs. Several people were talking about their work at UPS and Amazon. Ryan was talking in there, I believe, about what he does. And we were just kind of talking about life and what that means. Maybe you didn't pop in, Ryan. I can't remember now for sure who it all was, but about life and where we've worked before and how that's kind of shaped some different things for us. So it's being in Discord is great. Absolutely, Buck. It's icing on the cake. It really is. You all got to be in Discord. You all. Oh, Ryan. Okay, you missed that. My bad. For some reason, I thought I saw your name pop in there, but so yeah, it's a good time. It's constantly just chatting with your friends. And I would be willing to say that there has been a lot of people that have made new friendships as well through Discord. People that never knew each other before, they live hundreds of miles apart and they're now they're friends. They're online friends. I know it's that way for me. Heck. Playing games with, Nick and Mike. I mean, we were playing last night off stream, just chilling and talking and hanging out. And I know Nick is a dude now that the first time I see him in person, I'm going to grab that dude up and I'm going to bring him right into my bosom and just hold him tightly like this. Kiss him right on top of the forehead. Mike, I think, is the same size as me. I think Mike is a much bigger gentleman than Nick. I think he would probably not be able to bear hug as easily. So I don't know if I would be able. How do you join Discord? You got to download the Discord app. Kyle talks smack to my girlfriend. I didn't talk smack to her, Nick. I just asked if she was taking good care of you. That was it. Alex, I'm still playing Justin Jefferson today. They're going to try to get him the yards to get him closer to that single season receiving record. I think they're going to give now he might sit in the second half, but they're going to give him the stuff. They're going to give him the stuff right away. They're going to give him the work. 100%. But to get into Discord, download the Discord app. Okay. And then you go into your Discord settings. click connections and then select YouTube, and then you'll have to log into your YouTube account, and it will automatically connect. And I'll show you all a tutorial here in just a moment. Isaiah, I don't know who to start between these running backs. Zach Moss, Rachaad White, Jonathan Williams, Latavius Murray, Matt Breida. Your highest upside. Your safest bet is going to be Zach Moss. If you want 6 fantasy points, it's Zach Moss. Your highest upside is probably Rachaad White, and hoping that he gets enough touches before. I think they rest Leonard Fournette before they rest Rachaad White. So I would not be surprised if Rachaad White outsnaps Leonard Fournette today. Also thinking about you and the fam today, Kyle. Got my movie theater to play Sunday night game on the big screen with the Hutch fam. Wish you were there. Oh, that would be fun. That's going to be real fun. Seahawks, Vikings, defense. Seahawks or Vikings defense? I got the Vikings higher. With no Justin Fields, I got the Vikings higher. What up, Alexander? Carl DeBool becoming a member of the exclusive Headliner Nation family. What's going on, Carl? Welcome in. Also, I can't hear the video, so I need a chat response. Oh. Why can't you hear the video? Did we talk about the number 1 overall pick in next year's draft? As of right now, for me, it's Justin Jefferson. You're welcome, Alex. Let's do a quick tutorial. Let's do a quick Discord tutorial so you all can see how to get in. Jamie becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Welcome into the exclusive Headliner Nation family. Like, one thing I tell people too, like, they always come in and they're like, oh, you know, we appreciate you, like, helping us win and stuff like that. Like, if you feel like we did a good job of helping you this year, like, and you won, like, consider becoming a member. Consider becoming a member. That's like an ultimate thank you to us, is becoming a member. Seahawks or Vikings defense? I got the Vikings higher. Patterson, Deontay, or KJ Osborne? Cordero Patterson is going to be your safest bet. KJ Osborne is probably your highest upside there. Jamie, I probably go with Myers over Godwin. Just because I think Myers plays a full game and Godwin doesn't. And then I'm still going to go Aaron Jones over A.J. Dillon. So if y'all... Why did we just lost a bunch of viewers? What just happened? Where'd everybody go to? All right, let's go. All right, let me show y'all a Discord tutorial, okay? So here's Discord. This is what it looks like. This is what Discord looks like. This is kind of this is the welcome area. This is where when somebody joins. Pappy Von Winkle just joined. He just joined a couple minutes ago. But we have a technical support channel. There's a Rumble Arena, so this is like a little Discord game that everybody can play that they get like XP for. A lot of people love to play this. It's fun. If you have ideas for us, you can throw them in here. How to get access to more and stuff like that. How you get into the different tiers. So the MVP chat is for everybody that is either the $10 or the $20 tier. And then we have a holding Chubb chat that is for everybody that is the $5 tier. And then the $5 tier also has access to our giveaways chat. So this is our giveaways chat where we've been doing all of our giveaways this year for the most part. And then we also have our collectibles chat. So all of our cards and stuff in here. All of these things. This is also available to the $5 tier as well. The $10 and the $20 tier get access to everything else except for this ticketing system here. This is only for the $20 tier. And this is unlimited questions to Jake or myself with guaranteed responses. But to get into all this, if you're a member, it doesn't matter what tier you're in, you have access to Discord. You come over here to where it says user settings, and then you go to where it says connections. So user settings and connections. And then you would click on YouTube. If you're on desktop, come up here to YouTube. Okay, if you're on desktop, connections, click on YouTube. It's going to ask you to log into your YouTube account. Boom, boom, boom. You log into your YouTube account. And then it automatically syncs for you, and then you're in. If you're using the app on your phone, you have to click connections, and then there's a button that says add, and then you select YouTube, and then it lets you in. Do this. Get in here. Yeah, we talk cards. We do breaks. Lexmeister, we even have a separate channel where we do collectibles and breaks and stuff. Headliner breaks. We've been doing it for over a year now. %. So this is the break that we're doing right now. This is the break that we're doing at some point this coming week when it comes in. Mosaic. Ryan, that's your card. Mosaic and XR. It was a little bit more expensive, unfortunately, because shipping is still a little bit more expensive right now because they haven't stopped holiday shipping rates yet. $60. Gets you 2 spots, and then you get to draft your first team. So that filled up, so we do that. Always fun. Breaks are a blast. Mike's waving to everybody in the chat. Ryan just picked up this card. Stained glass from 1997. $20. But yeah, for sure. Make sure you get in. Make sure you get into Discord. Do it. Do it. I guarantee you guys will not regret it. Ben! Ben gifted another membership. Ben, appreciates ya. What up, Mike? Good morning, Mike. Do we need Discord to get into the breaks? You don't need Discord to get into the breaks, but that's where I post all of the breaks first. And then if there's any spots left over, then I open them up on Facebook because we have a Facebook page, Headliner Breaks. I would recommend that if you're interested in participating in breaks that you do get the app, though, because the last 2 breaks that we've done, they have filled up on Discord like that. We've got a lot of people in Discord now that are wanting to be a part of them. Alexander, I need some help with my championship today. Jonathan Williams, Tyler Algier for the flex, Debo, Higbee, Chark, and Wilson Jr. For your running back, I'm going to go Algier over Jonathan Williams. And then for your wide receiver, I'm going to go with Higbee. I still think he plays the whole game. Isaiah, last question. I need a wide receiver 3. DJ Chark, Pittman, or Dotson? I'm probably going to go with Pittman as your safest option. Aaron, DJ Moore, I barely go him over Dillon in a full PPR. Carl, probably Rachaad White over Madison if it's either half or a full PPR. Isaiah, that's why I became a member. You've been helping me since I was a freshman in high school, and now I'm graduated. Been watching the channel for years. Much respect and love the boys. Isaiah, appreciate ya. Ben gifted another membership. Ben, appreciate ya. Discord is amazing. One of the best communities around. Boom. Anna, good morning. Good morning, Anna. Jamie, wide receiver flex has thrown me all over the place. Right now, starting receivers are Amon-Ra, Myers, and also have Lazard at the flex. Could switch Lazard for Godwin, Njoku, White, Peoples-Jones, and A.J. Dillon. I probably leave it as is if you want upside. If you want to play it safe, it's probably A.J. Dillon over Lazard, but Lazard will have more upside for me. Modesto just joined Discord. Love it, Modesto. Jeremy. I am as well. And we're going to be hopping into the rookie class here in the next couple of weeks for sure. I already have videos planned out, my top 5 offseason storylines to watch, and then my top 10 free agents this offseason. Ben was looking for fantasy advice at the start of the season, watched a lot of guys, but only one place is where I call home. Ooh, Ben, appreciate you. Thanks so much for sticking around. Good morning, Nate. Oh, I feel so bad. Nate is also a part of Team Toxic. Ugh. Mike, bringing back the podcast. Somebody asked about this earlier. I can't divulge too much information. We have discussed plans for the podcast. We hope to bring it back, but it will not be what it was before. It will be different. We'll do something different with the podcast, but we have a little bit of a better vision for it. DJ Moore or Waddle in a full PPR. Waddle is probably going to have higher upside for you, but DJ Moore would be safer still. Christian Watson, Brandon Ayuk, and Amari Cooper in a full PPR. Christian Watson against Detroit is going to have the highest upside. Amari Cooper, for me, will probably be a little bit safer than Brandon Ayuk or Watson. Isaiah, Chark, Pittman, or Dotson. Pittman is going to be your safest bet. Pittman would be your safest bet. Stevenson or Watson for the flex. BC, if you want high upside, it's going to be Watson. If you want to play it safe, it's Stevenson. Mark Andrews, yes. It sounds like Mark Andrews is not going to play. I'll be right back. I think we just got a delivery from Panini. YouTube shorts, we're probably going to start posting some more YouTube shorts, yes. QB, Watson or Purdy. Watson's going to have the highest upside. Purdy's probably going to be safer, though. Mosaic's here. Mosaic made it. All right, so if Mosaic is here today, then that means XR will probably be here either tomorrow or Tuesday. So we'll probably break tomorrow night or Tuesday night. No, XR isn't here yet. No XR yet. Eric Munoz becoming a member for the 3rd month. Starting CMC, Walker, St. Brown, Waddle, Pollard, Muth, and the Eagles defense with Gabe, Saquon, Zeke, Olave, and Foreman on the bench. Am I set for my starters? CMC and Walker, yes. I'm a little bit worried about CMC getting pulled in the second half, or at least a light workload with Elijah Mitchell getting back. So, Eric, just be prepared for probably a little bit of a lower ceiling than what we've seen recently. St. Brown and Waddle aren't bad. I like Gabe Davis, but I don't know. I like Gabe Davis this week, but I don't know if I could sit Waddle for him. If you wanted more upside, then you could think about going Gabe Davis, but that is a tough call. Pollard, I don't mind over Zeke. The Muth is good, and then the Eagles, I'm good with their defense. So overall, yeah, I don't mind with that. CD and McCaffrey play a full game. CD Lamb, yeah, they should, because Dallas is still fighting for that number 1 seed. They could still get it. McCaffrey could, not that McCaffrey gets taken out at any point in the game, but that they get Elijah Mitchell worked in there with him so he doesn't have a full workload this week. What up, Polo dude? Just realized we are playing to Week 18 in the Listeners League. Lineup is all good and set. Yes, we posted a message in there, Polo, the other day for people. King, the only channel you're a member of? Love it. Appreciate your support. Good luck today, Eric. Tricks, I think I answered this one for you already, or was it somebody else that asked the same question? Because I said Cordero Patterson is probably safest, but KJ Osborne is going to have the highest upside. We got about 8 minutes until kickoff. 8 minutes until kickoff today, ladies and gentlemen. The last members-only live stream of the regular season, man. And we're going to have members-only live streams during the off-season still. For those of you that are in Discord, we have, or we're going to be having YouTube links, or not YouTube links, I'm sorry. My bad. Zoom links. We're going to be having Zoom links where you can just like hop into a Zoom chat with Jake and I and other members of the community over the off season as well, and just chat about different things. So that's going to be something that we'll be doing. Any kickers you see having a day today? I mean, any of them? Kicker rankings were posted yesterday, Jamie. So if you go onto the channel under the members only section, you'll see like flex, defense, special teams, and kicker rankings, and then you can go through and see who we have higher. Is there a 2-year badge coming soon? We definitely have some different emotes and things that we need to get added up this off season. K. Scott, no to what? No to what? Five more minutes. 5 more minutes and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go make some lunch. I got some dishes to do. Going to keep an eye on the Seattle game a little bit later on. I already told my son that if Seattle loses that I'll let him stay up a little bit later to watch the Lions game. Maybe not the whole game, but part of it at least. They got to go back to school tomorrow. They've been on break for 3 weeks now. That was such a fast 3 weeks, too. Holy crap. For as quickly as it felt like Christmas came back around this year, like the Christmas holiday seemed to just fly by. You'll be at the Hawks game, enjoy it, have fun. Oh, Nate, we'll be ripping through some games, man. 100%. We'll be getting some day streams in, some night streams. I'm going to try and set like an actual gaming schedule when people will know I'll be on. Yeah, my kids staying up until 11 o'clock at night. Ben, I've played some Halo, but it's not the best. I'm not the best at Halo. I'm not the best. But I could see myself, if we wanted to do a Halo stream, absolutely we'll get you in on it. I know Trey does a lot of Halo as well. So I'm sure Trey would want to jump in. We'll make a man out of you. Whatever. I gotta say, when I first started playing Halo, I was okay. But it's not Call of Duty. I can't slay like I do on Call of Duty. Four more minutes. Any last questions? Anything else that you need? Anything else I can help with? 4 minutes until kickoff, till week 18, the final games of the 2022 NFL regular season, even though we are in 2023 now. I will say this as we sign out of here for the final members-only live stream of the season. We've got lots of member stuff coming. Once again, I know I've said it over and over and over. What's up, Kalafa? Aaron, Kyle, thank you for all your help this season. Headliners information is truly above the rest and how much you do for your channel and view. I hope you have a great offseason. Congrats on the dream job. Aaron, I hope I see you in the offseason. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you all stick around. Pick a winner in the Steelers-Browns game. I am going to take, and people are probably going to hate me, I think the Browns get it done today. Got the George Kittle ball this week from you guys. It's awesome. Have to find a display case for it now. Love it. K. Scott, still trying to figure out the Discord app. Watson over Purdy, then start him. Start Watson over Purdy if you need more. Jeremy becoming a member for the 12th month. 1 year as a part of the nation. Thanks to you guys, Jake, and everyone in Headliner Nation. This community is amazing. Can't wait till next season. Love y'all. Jeremy, appreciate you. $12.57. K. Scott, 100%. Download the app. Go to YouTube go to settings, excuse me. Download the Discord app. Go to settings in Discord. And then add and then select YouTube and then sign into your account. Chad Powers becoming a member for the 4th month. Do I start Dylan over Cook this week? Dalvin Cook? I probably still go Dalvin Cook. Thank you for helping me this season and next year too. Love you, Headliner Nation. Chad, appreciate you. The Comedic Genius becoming a member for the 3rd month. Just want to say thanks for all the fancy help. Finished 2nd. Shaking my head. LOL, but it's all good. Here we go, Steelers. Also, go Jets and Bills. Kalafa becoming a member for the 20th month. Kalafa, appreciate you. Stick around. People love you guys. Kalafa, love you too, my man. Chad, in a full PPR, probably still going to go Cook. The Lexmeister, have a great Sunday, everybody. Carlos, thanks for an awesome season, Kyle. You guys got me to the final. Love you guys. Love Headliner Nation. If I could have just a couple of wishes for everybody this offseason, it's one, that you all stick around and watch the content. Watch all of our off-season content. Watch the videos. Hit the like button for us. It's going to continue to help us grow and do more and more things for you guys. Number 2, the biggest thing, though, is if you all are members and you're willing and able to stay a member all off-season long, please do so. It's going to help us plan for different things, including like headliner meetups that we want to do and stuff like that. The membership fees that you guys pay, we put right back into the channel for all of you guys. So we greatly appreciate it. And number 3, if you are a member, join Discord. Join Discord. Become a real integrated part of the community. Start hanging out with other people as well. It is a big reason why a lot of people stay members, because they absolutely love the community in Discord. So make sure you jump into Discord, become a member, all that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the final kickoff of the 2022 season for football. Thank you so much to everybody out there that was a part of the ride with us this year. I hope that we were able to do more than enough for all of you to continue to ride with us into 2023 and beyond. I love every one of you out there watching right now. Thanks so much for being here all season long. Stay safe and healthy, and I will see you all very soon, because we don't go anywhere for the off season, on the next episode of the Fantasy Headliners.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting